Good morning, everybody, and a warm welcome to Jack Stockin's Improver class, and a warm welcome to anybody who's new. I hope you enjoy the session today, and for all of you who watch via replay, welcome as well. So if you have any questions, please just use the chat box, and I'm sure Jack will be able to get round to answering whatever questions you have. If you have any issues, tech issues, please just use the click here for support above where I am, or just try to back out and come back in with your welcome email. So without further ado, I'll get your teacher and welcome to take the class.
Hi there.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good, thanks, Franny. I'm in a mystery location.
Again?
Again, yes, I like being in mystery locations.
Looks like that could be a little bit indigenous, that rug behind you.
Yeah, it's the one my son uses for his gaming chair.
No, okay.
So I'm dog sitting for 3 days in the ex-family home.
Yes. Oh, how's it going?
There's the painting, look. It's going fine, actually, yes. No, the dogs are making an appearance. Oreo, Lottie. Oreo, Star. Yeah, up here. Just a quick hello for the dogs.
The dogs are fabulous.
Hello. They'll come on again near me.
Oh, they're beautiful.
So that's a golden doodle. And this one, Oreo, up here. Up. See Daisy. This one's Oreo. Come on, Oreo.
Oreo's smaller.
No, that's bigger, actually.
Oh, okay. You're standing on a little bit back.
Oreo, come on. Oreo. It's a bit camera shy. But that's Oreo's a Labradoodle.
They're meant to have a very nice nature.
They are. They're very good with children. Look at them.
They've
just had their Wookiees. They've just had their Wookiees. They've had them. They can't have them again.
They look very healthy.
Very healthy, yes. No, they get trimmed now twice a year.
Okay, well, that's really lovely. And you're enjoying it. When are the 3 days up?
I'm in the Yorkshire Dales, Franny. We've got sunny weather here. I've just been for a walk down by the river. No, it's lovely. So it's nice that I can come here and do that.
It is, and it's really, the dogs really like having somebody they know and like.
Exactly. They'd hate to go in kennels. The big black one goes on hunger strike when she goes to a kennel.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
right. Well, so today's lesson, it's discarding a certain loser. Is that it?
Yes, very useful lesson.
Very. Can't wait for that myself.
Yeah, so also with the declarer play today. So we're going to do that. And otherwise, Franny, I'll see you on the other side.
Okay. See you later. Bye.
Let's get underway, everyone. From the mystery location. And we are discarding a certain loser today. When I find it, there it is. Look. Yeah, the most common time not to draw trumps. So this lesson is really called discarding a certain loser before drawing trumps. The most common time not to draw trumps, most of you'll know, is when you create a void in dummy and you'll make an extra trick or two. The second most common time is when declare plans to establish dummy's 5-card suit, the gold dust. We do a lesson on that as well. We have done in the past. The third most common time to delay drawing trumps is when declarer has, say, 4 certain losers in 4 hearts or 4 spades and has to dispose of one of these losers before losing the lead in the trump suit. And there's a teenager giving you the L sign for a loser, so watch out for that. Okay, so the technique involved today is to count your losers, which you know I'm quite keen on, in 4-level contracts and above. If you've got too many losers, then you discard the loser in the side suit and finally draw trumps. Okay. Because the problem is if you don't get rid of the loser straight away, the opponents will win the lead and defeat you. So the bidding has gone 1 spade, 2 clubs, 2 spades, 4 spades. Lead is the king of diamonds, promising the queen, which you win with the ace. But before you do anything, how many losers have we got here? Let's just practice that. How many losers have you got? And good morning to everyone. Good morning to those watching in replay as well. It's a beautiful morning in Cork for Noreen. and our other Irish viewers, Ita, for example. Some of you might still find it a bit tricky counting losers, but you go through it, it's an acquired taste. It doesn't, happen immediately. But once you've learned how to do it, it takes a couple of seconds. So you go through it looking at each suit in turn, looking at it from declarer's point of view at the dummy. So there's the ace, king of spades to lose in spades. That's 2 losers. Nothing in hearts because you got the ace in dummy. Clubs are solid. And 2 losers in diamonds. So it's a 4-loser contract. It's not good news. Now, normally we draw trumps here. Yeah, and then play out the winning clubs. That's not going to work, is it? Because as soon as you draw the trumps, you'll lose the lead. They'll take their 2 diamond winners and their 2 trump winners. So having won the ace of diamonds, what should we do next? Ita is fastest finger first. I've always been a bit obsessed by Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Funny enough, Judith Keppel, the first winner of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, was a bridge player. She came and did lessons with us at the club in London. According to my colleague, she wasn't very good. Didn't take it up. So is there a way of getting rid of one of those diamond losers? And the answer, should we have a look, see if we can find one? Well, we've counted our losers. We've done that. So win the diamond and immediately cash the ace, king of hearts and dump a losing diamond. Yeah. Good. Just by the way, for more experienced players, if you have the ace, queen of hearts in dummy, I've made it easier for you by having the ace and the king. But if you have the ace and the queen of hearts in dummy on this hand, you'll still be right to play a heart to the queen, risking the 50-50 finesse. Let's play hand 1 on BBO. Here it is. It's a 1-spade opening. And what do you bid with the south hand? 11 points. Good to ask the question. 11 points. Well, yeah, some of you bidding 4 spades here. No, it's not one for the losing trick count because it's a balanced hand. Those who are doing losing trick count, it's wrong. It's just a 3-spade limit raise here, showing 10 to 12 points. Okay, so losing trick count does not apply because it's a balanced hand. It does say you're 7 losing tricks, but no. Just bid it on point count 10 as well. And what do you think South does next? What is it? 19 points? Well, it's a good one for losing trick count. I would be thinking further afield. 4 spades, partner will never bid again. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a lovely looking hand, isn't it? 5 losers. Losing trick count. Yeah, it says bid 5 spades, but I think we should. Lots of you bidding 6 spades. I don't mind that. I think we should just check on aces there. Shouldn't we? Because I do admire your ambition, and I much prefer 6 spades to 4 spades here. But we might be missing 2 aces. So let's just no harm in doing 4 no trumps, is there? Normal Blackwood with the improvers. It's Roman key card with the intermediates on a Monday. What's the response to 4 no trumps Blackwood here? Well, 5 clubs is no aces. 5 diamonds is 1 ace. 5 hearts is 2, so it's 5 diamonds. But well done for showing good ambition, those who are thinking of slam here. It's a very, very nice hand. once you know partner's got 4 spades and 10 to 12 points. Those playing Roman keycard, by the way, the response would be the same. 5 clubs is 0 or 3 of the 5 keycards. 5 diamonds would be 1 or 4. So for those few of you who play Roman keycard. And what do we do as South now? Apart from panic? Well, we're missing 1 ace, but that's absolutely fine. We can press on to slam. Slam bidding, I think, is the hardest thing in bridge for improvers and experts and intermediates. It's mainly down to experience, slam bidding. And the experienced player would definitely be thinking of slam with the south hand. Normal lead well. Have you counted losers? Let's just do that. Two. Yes. For those who count losers. So some of you may find it still quite difficult to count losers. As I say, it might take a few weeks to get used to it, but it's good to practice it here. So you've got the ace of spades to lose and the queen of clubs. Not good news. So let's just see what happens. We win with the ace. And would you like to draw trumps here? Or something else? Well, if you just draw trumps, they quickly take their ace of spades and cash the queen of clubs, don't they? So well done. This is discarding a certain loser before drawing trumps. Discarding 2 losers here. So immediately we play a heart to the ace. Cash the king of hearts. And as long as hearts break no worse than 5 and 3, we're going to be safe. Brilliant. Only easy when you know how, like a lot of things in bridge. So those losers have gone away. We can now draw trumps. They try to cash their club, but we trump high just for good measure. Draw the last trump, always do that. And there we go. Yeah. We're claiming the rest. They're all winners, aren't they? Trumps and diamonds. That's a good start to your Wednesday morning. 6 spades bid and made. Be a good result at your local bridge club online or face-to-face. A, because we bid 6 spades. Not everyone would bid it, of course. And B, because we got rid of those losers. Let's go back to the classroom. Okay, so we've reached 6 hearts. Lead is a 10 of diamonds. How do we play 6 hearts then? So what do we do at trick 1 and what do we do next? Have a little look at that, give you a bit of a moment. Those watching in replay as well. They have the luxury of the pause button. How are we going to play 6 hearts? So counting losers as before. Probably 2. First thing we've got to realize, work out also, 2 things we do at trick 1, remember. A, we plan the hand, which I'm kind of doing. Plan the play of the hand. And B, which is B, work out which cards play from dummy at trick 1. Remembering the motto, never play too quickly at trick 1. So what card are we going to play from dummy? Chris S is up on it. Yes, more from the dogs at the end of the lesson. They'll say goodbye. Hopefully their paws will have dried out then. A bit wet, just been on the dewy grass. Well, let's analyze the lead. That 10 of diamonds cannot be from a sequence because dummy has the 9. So for a start off, that 10 is either a singleton or a doubleton. But 100%, it denies the king. So well done if you put the ace of diamonds on at trick 1. Otherwise, you'd be down straight away. You don't need the finesse here either. You do not need it. So should we have a look at the answer? There you go. Well done if you got that right. Ace of diamonds, followed by the ace king of spades. And then the losing diamond goes away. Well done. And which trump would you play from dummy then? Final question. So we play the ace of diamonds, followed by the ace king of spades, discarding the losing jack of diamonds. Which heart do we play then? Jack, 6, or 3? Because we need to draw trumps. Yes, delighted to be bringing you this live lesson from East Witton is where we are. You can Google it. It's a lovely village in the Dales in North Yorkshire. Got a famous pub called the Blue Lion, which has been a famous gastro pub for many years. Which I can recommend. Yep, staying at, eating at, lovely walks here. The Blue Lion in East Witton. There we go. And we play the Jack of Hearts, yeah. Mainly because if it wins, we still keep the lead in dummy. Okay, let's move on to 5 clubs. Many of you know I don't like playing in 5 clubs or 5 diamonds, but we do every now and again with super unbalanced hands. And 3 no trumps wouldn't make here. So king of spades is led, and we count our losers. Oh, thank you, Charles. Yes, and I will give a plug for the Wensleydale Heifer, one of my other favourites, just 10 minutes from here, in West Witton, yeah. Lovely pub, Charles, yes, and they've got 5 or 6 bedrooms there. All quite fun. They're all themed, aren't they? There's a James Bond one. All sorts of other ones. There's a chocolate-themed bedroom. Any prizes for any more of the themed bedrooms if you ever stayed at the Wensleydale Heifer? Equally as nice, very good food, and lovely walks. So how many losers have we got? Star? No. They're very overexcited there, patrolling the road, the pedestrians and walkers. We've got 3. Yes, the definite losers, ace of diamonds, ace of clubs, queen of spades. So clearly we're going to win the ace of spades. What do we do next then? Precisely. Can't afford to draw trumps. That'll involve losing the lead. Charles, now I'm not quite fit enough to walk up the fell, but you're right. It's a lovely walk up there, especially in the summer with the heather in August. I went down to the River Yule, half an hour. So we're going to play the King of Hearts, yes, but be a bit more precise. This is going to be very good practice for you. Remember, most of the time it is right to draw trumps, by the way. Don't get the wrong end of the stick. But obviously in these situations, that involves losing the lead and going down. So it's a really good skill being able to count losers in high-level contracts. It's a good thing to have up your sleeve. There you go, King of Hearts, and crucially overtaking with the ace, because there's 0 entries to dummy. So normally you'd play the King of Hearts and get to dummy with an entry like an ace, but there's no entries to dummy. So well done. Overtake with the ace. Cash the Queen of Hearts. Discarding the Jack of Spades. Yeah, only easy when you know how. And there's obviously a lot more pressure on when you're at the bridge table. Let's go back to BBO. It's mainly about playing the hands today, of course. Always good to go back to declare a play. Because that's so important, being able to make your contracts or make over tricks. It's a 1 spade opener. And anything from West. What do they got? 12 points. Morning, Phil H. Morning, Patricia B. Morning, Val, Pauline, Elizabeth, Angela's on board. Jill H is doubling for takeout. Charles, of course, who knows the area. Sally AD. Yeah. So we double for takeout. It's a textbook double. And what number of spades for North? 9 points. Valerie's with us. Sue. Good morning. Lizzie H. Jill H. Patricia B. I might have said hello to you already. Well, I think if I had a get out of jail free card, I would give it to you, but you can have the back of my phone instead. Have you done the losing trick count? It's not level of the fit, Peter, no. Level of the fit doesn't apply to opener or responder. Hamish, good morning. Level of the fit is only for overcallers or responding to a week 2 or week 3 opener. Have you done your losing trick count there? Because we did that a few weeks ago, didn't we? Quite hard losing trick count if you've only just learnt it. But you must, to use the losing trick count, you must have 4 card support for partner suit, and you must have an unbalanced hand. Think UFO. Unbalanced, fit, opening side. UFO. As in one of those saucer-like things that flies in the sky. 3 spades is your normal bid, but anyone know why I'm bidding 4 spades? Anyone know? Or have I just got a bit crazy? Why am I bidding 4 spades? Why is it technically correct to bid 4 and not 3? You may or may not have learned this in the past. So this will be a new thing for quite a few of you, I think. But losing trick count, can we just go back to that? See, ace, king, queens, you're missing. So you're missing three in spades, 3 losers. 3 losers in hearts. That's 6 losers. Ace of clubs, 7 losers. Queen of diamonds, 8 losers. Okay? So you add that to 7, which is what you assume for an opening bid of 1 spade. 7 and 8 is 15. Away from the magic number. 18 leaves you with a 3 spades. So that's the calculation. Now, 3 spades is not stronger, though. 3 spades is weaker. But well done. I think Pauline R got this one. Andy's saying it's experience. It is the E word, Andy. Because after a takeout double, you bid 1 more than you were going to. Okay? So if I was going to bid 3 spades, you bid 4. Only when supporting partner with 4 cards. Okay? So some of you would be new for that. So if my bid was normally 2 spades, after a takeout double, jump to 3 spades. To make life more difficult for the opponents to find their fit. And partners should know that. After a takeout double, you're weaker than you would normally be. Okay, so that's just a little tip for you. But I don't mind 3 spades. It's okay. South would bid 4. Okay, so counting losers. Very good exercise, this lesson in counting losers. Hopefully those who weren't so good at it before the start of this lesson will be better by the end. So how many losers have we got? And what is our strategy? My 11 o'clock lesson isn't so suitable for you today because it's responding to One No Trump Part 2 and it does not include transfers. So it's not so suitable for you this morning. Come along if you like, but just remember we won't be doing transfers quite yet with the beginners / improvers. But yeah, they still might be useful for some of you, as long as you can get around the fact we're not playing transfers. Some of the bids will be the same. So yes, we got 1, 2, 3, 4 losers. Ace of spades, 2 hearts, ace of clubs. So we win the heart. East remembering to play top of Doubleton. And we play a diamond. And which one from the dummy? And it's going to, I was saying to the class on Monday, quite soon in the next few weeks, I'm going to be able to hide the East-West cards. But she has found some new technology, which is going to make life more difficult for you in hands such as this, but actually more challenging and more instructive. And then we'll be able to show all the hands when I want to. But I'd quite like to, if I had my way, I'd quite like to hide East-West here. That would make life harder for you now. Because it's impossible not to look at the East-West cards. But which one are we going to play from the dummy now? Ace or king in reality, or jack? Well, the thing is, we do need to get rid of 2 heart tricks here. So we do have to risk the diamond finesse. But as someone just pointed out, West is more likely to have the queen of diamonds anyway because they doubled for takeout. So it's not too risky, but we did have to risk the finesse because we now need to get rid of 2 hearts, not 1. Look. There goes 1. And there goes the second loser away. Okay. Good. So we've reduced our heart losers from 2 to 1. Now we can draw the trumps. They can try to cash their hearts, but they're only going to cash one of them. No point trumping. Draw the last trump. Don't forget that. And simply lose a club to the ace. And we got the last few, haven't we? Winning spade, winning clubs. I think we'll claim those. Yeah, I mean, as you know, I don't like you claiming contracts when you play, probably. And definitely, if you ever were to claim, you must make sure that all the trumps are drawn. Or say drawing trumps, but preferably draw them first. Otherwise, things can get a bit messy. So we'll claim those. And 620 as we're vulnerable. So well done for spotting that. Quite tricky at the table, I think. Definitely harder if the East-West cards are hidden, which is something we're working on to make life more challenging for you. Right, let's go back to the classroom. But that's a new trick. Yeah, the takeaway from that one is A, to remember the losing trick count. I think many of you forgot it by bidding 2 spades. And for the more experienced, after a takeout double, support partner 1 level higher than you would do with 4 cards. Oh, we're going to play a couple more hands on BBO. That's fine. It is all about the play. Here we go. And we practiced a losing trick count this morning as well, which is something we learned a couple of weeks ago, or certainly learnt or revised. So 1 heart opening. 2 heart raise. And what next for South with 17 points? Well, it's losing trick count. 5 loser hand, isn't it? So assume 9 losers for a 2 heart bid, because they might only have 6 points. 9 and 5 is 14. Away from 18 leaves us with 4 hearts. Yeah, your instinct might tell you to bid that anyway. The losing trick count. Howard's asking, what if you haven't got 4 cards? What does that? What do you mean, Howard? 4 cards of what? What are you referring to? And that's 4 hearts final contract. If you don't have 4 cards, you'd bid another suit, by the way. I think that's what you mean. Right, so here's another one for you. Counting losers. If you only got 3 trumps, Howard, yeah, you just bid 1 spade, 2 spades. Yeah, if you only have 3 trumps, even with 6 to 9 points. Yeah, 1 spade, 3 spades always shows 4. Good question from Howard. So 1 spade double, just bid 2 spades with 3 cards, 6 to 9 points. 1 spade double, 3 spades always shows 4. Janice, a very happy birthday to your daughter. Have you saved me some birthday cake, though? I do love chocolate cake. And like Margarita on Monday morning, you can send it through the post. Margarita sent me marmalade twice through the post from Edinburgh. Wasn't that kind? Homemade marmalade. I felt like Paddington Bear. Right, what are we up to? 4 losers, yes. But we have a problem. So we win with the ace. And what next for us? Oh, it's birthday day, so Elizabeth's granddaughter's 18, coming of age. My daughter had her 18th last September. And it's my son's birthday next Saturday. Yes, get it right. This Saturday even. Oh gosh, I better get him a card. Have I got him a card yet? No. Thanks for the reminder. Well, the only chance of getting rid of a loser, a certain loser, because we got forced to play the King of Diamonds, well done, and to make the unusual play, yes, I've overtaken with the ace. Yes, the only chance we've got. There's no entries to dummy. Well done if you spotted that. Very few spotted that in real life when we played this hand face to face before COVID. Now we can play the Queen. And now we can draw the trumps. Leaving the trump out. We now just get rid of the ace of clubs. They'll cash their winning heart. 2 for 1. Good defense. Try to take their spade winners. We're on the home straight now, but we can ruff, of course. And that's it, isn't it? We've got to claim the rest. Winning trumps, winning clubs. But again, it's all down to thinking at trick 1, isn't it? Making that plan. So often, I was playing a couple of days ago at the Bridge Club, so often I saw declarers, they were playing so quickly at trick 1 as though there was no thought or planning had gone into anything. And I kind of rubbed my hands together thinking, they're not putting any thought into this hand. They're not going to play it as well as they possibly can. And guess what? I was mostly right. And 620. Good. Well, I think we're doing very well. Let's have another hand on BBA. It's all about playing the cards today, of course. Try and get through as many as possible without rushing. It's a 1. Oh, it's a 2-heart opener there. Well, alert it, because I do like alerting my bids. And North, 16 points. What do they do? Well, I don't think we need to go via 2 no trumps. I don't think we need to. With 5 trumps, we should just be bidding 4 hearts level of the fit. Yeah. Yeah, we didn't need to go via the inquiry, but not when you know you've got 11 trumps between you. Okay. If you did go via 2 no trumps, just to practice, South would rebid 3 hearts, just by the way, showing a minimum week 2, 5 to 7 points. Okie dokie. So Queen of Diamonds led. Sorry, 9 points. Oh, no, sorry. Thank you, Ita, for putting me right. No, we'd have bid, actually. Let me just go back. If we'd have opened 2 hearts and partner gone 2 no trumps, I missed the Queen of Clubs, we would bid. Yeah, what would we bid, by the way? Let's just practice that for a second. Say North had bid 2 no trumps. What would be our rebid with South? Playing the features method, which I teach you. So that's the forcing inquiry, 15 to 17. Good to practice this, actually. Can you remember the responses, everyone? They're reasonably tricky. 3 hearts is the easy one, but that's minimum 5 to 7 points. So that's not on. Repeating a suit just shows minimum. How do we show, 9 points in the features method? Can you remember? 2 no trumps would be alertable, by the way. I'm going to alert it. Yeah. Partner would alert it at the bridge table because it's artificial. Never says you want to play 2 no trumps. Well, well done those who've remembered. In the features method, I'm going to alert this as well. 3 no trump. Shows top of the range. So 8 to 10 points, higher range, and 2 of the top 3 honours. Good. Okay, that's just if the bidding went like that. Good to practice that, but we're just bidding 4 hearts here. Level of the fit. So, we've counted our losers. Potentially 4, if the spade finesse isn't working. So we win the ace of diamonds. What card do we play at trick 2? Yes, just to continue on. 11 o'clock, we're doing responding to 1 no trump part 2, but not including transfers. But still might be useful for some of you. And then a week today, it's the unassuming Cupid, a convention for you, very useful one, relatively simple. So that's the unassuming Cupid a week today. And Monday, do join us if you can. It's Bank Holiday Monday, but I'm still working. We are doing a live BBO tournament. Yeah, exactly the same as what we do with this class here. But beginning of each month, we do one. Every other month, we do one with the intermediate. So there's a BBO tournament. You'd be welcome to come and join that. They're always fun and very instructive. Well, we have to find a way, sharpish, of getting rid of that diamond loser. Because if we just draw trumps, they'll play another diamond back. And then we'll lose the spade finesse. We'll end up losing 4 tricks. We'll lose ace of clubs, a diamond, ace of hearts, and king of spades. So how are we going to get rid of that diamond loser? Well, the only chance is to set up spades. You could play the 5. Slightly better to play the ace in case someone's got a singleton king. But spades are the key here, not trumps. And we can't get to our hands. We have to play the ace of spades off the dummy. And there you go. Look, should we just marvel at that? This is a harder hand, by the way. So if you didn't get it right, it is much more difficult than the others we played. But now you see, we've established the jack of spades as a winner. They'd come back another diamond, of course. But crucially, before drawing trumps, we have established a spade winner. And we couldn't afford to come back to hand because we don't have the entries. So we had to play the ace of spades. 5 of spades would have been okay as well. Don't mind the 5 of spades. That would still have worked. Well done if you did that. And well done if you did that watching and replay as well. Good. So that loser's now gone. We can now draw trumps. They can try and take their diamond winner. But we rough it. Knock out the ace of clubs. And we're home and dry, aren't we? Yeah, we'll claim that with winning trumps. Just have another look at that, everyone. Definitely a harder hand, isn't it? This hard Sally AD. Yeah, quite tricky. Spades with the only chance. Ace of spades best. 5 of spades would have worked as well, actually. Would the 5 of spades have worked? Yes, it would. Right, especially at the table, Sally. Yeah, always harder at the table. Let's see what we're doing. Played our 4 hands. Oh, let's play another hand. Yes, we've still got a fair bit of time. But that's when you don't draw trumps first. In order of frequency, create a void on dummy, and by far the most lucrative. Secondly, when you're establishing dummy's 5-card suit, you need to do that straight away as well. We do a lesson on that in this class. And finally, what we've been looking at today, when you discard a certain loser. Let's play another hand. Where are we? There goes a tractor. Okay, so 1 spade. Well, that's interesting. What do you open on the south hand? 2 spades or 1 spade? It's all about thinking, Pauline. Yeah, it's training the mind, brain training, experience, the E word. I could go on. I think thinking more trick 1 will help. I did tell one of my bridge partners the other day to slow down a bit. You know, we're nearly always first to finish. Why not just take more time over the tricky hands? Yes. Some of you falling into my trap. Here we go, rubbing my hands. But it's a 1 spade open, a rule of 20. Yeah, far too strong for week 2. And North with their 17 points. We will have another chat with the dogs at the end. They are sleeping at the moment in the sun. Two diamonds, just a simple 2 diamonds. I wouldn't bother jumping to 3, which would be game forcing, by the way, but takes up too much bidding space. What next from south? 2 hearts or 2 spades as opener? Morning, Val. Christine Lewis. Bidding 2 hearts here. Janice. Fred's on board. Fred's in Hammersmith. Janice, Pauline, C, I think I said hello to. Try and say hello to most of you. Don't be offended if I don't say hello to everyone. Because they do whiz past the chat box down the right-hand side of my screen. I can keep an eye on you. Yes, the expression is, from bridge teachers like myself, it's normally better to show 9 of your cards rather than just 6. So if you just repeat 2 spades here, you're just showing a 6-card suit. Much better to bid 2 hearts here to show the hearts. As per hands like this, partner might have a singleton spade and 4 or 5 hearts. So normally better. There is one exception. If you're playing duplicates and you've got a really good 6-card major and a not very good 4-card minor, then better to repeat the major if you're playing duplicate, which most of you do. So that would be the one notable exception. If you've got a really good 6-card major and a kind of pretty poor 4-card minor, then best to repeat the 6-card major. That would be an exception. Right. And what next for North, do you think, with their 17 points? Well, 4 hearts would be a sign-off. Partner would never bid again. Well, almost never. It's a very good hand, though. Have you done the losing trick count, everyone? How many losers has North got? Remember, losing trick count is a guideline for slam. It's the Bible up to game level, but a guideline for slam. It's bidding slam we all find tricky. You know, it's massively down to experience, how much you've played and for how long and at what level. Well, there are various gadgets we can use to help you bid slam, which we learn about on Monday morning. If any of you feel like promoting yourself to Monday, very friendly class, 9:30 on Monday mornings. And you'll learn about Jacoby 2 no trumps. You'll learn about splinter bidding. You'll learn about Q bidding. You'll learn Roman keycard Blackwood. You'll learn about duplicate pairs tactics, bidding slams. One of the 4 lessons I do on duplicate pairs tactics. We've just had it actually a month or 2 ago. Right, so there are 4 losers. South has 7, assume. So that's 11 away from 18. But I just told you we would never bid 7 hearts here. No, Grand Slam is a bridge too far. The losing trick count is a guideline for slam. Other considerations, but it's a very, very good hand, that North hand. So what do we bid now, do you think? Given that I've given you a few hints. What does North bid now? 4 loser hand. It's a very nice hand. Look at it. Singleton spade. Not ideal to have a singleton in partner suit, I must say. But yeah, it's clearly worth 4 no trumps Blackwood. Normal Blackwood with the improvers. This would be a Roman key card with the intermediates. What's the response playing normal Blackwood? In fact, it'd be the same playing Roman key card. 5 clubs, no aces, 5 diamonds is 1. Those playing Roman key card, actually, that'd be 1 or 4 of the 5 key cards. I know a few of you do. Isn't that right? Yes, 1 or 4. And what next for North? Partner's got 1 ace. Well, you're only missing 1 ace, aren't you? Lovely looking hand. Clear to bid 6 hearts now. Interesting. And what would you lead against 6 hearts? What lead would we make on the West hand? Well, spades have been bid by the opposition. Let's have a look back to the bidding, everyone. They bid spades, hearts, and diamonds. Trump lead is fairly neutral. Be my second choice. Yes, it was oops, Phil. Just tell you how well I played tennis the other day, by the way, Phil, on Saturday. I was on my A game. Not that I like to boast. I'd be leading the unbid suit here. Attacking lead against a slam. Well, suit slam anyway. Passive lead against 6-no trumps. But yeah, here I'd lead the 2 of clubs. Right, well, counting losers. How many have we got? Oh, Jill's on a tennis holiday. That sounds lovely, Jill. I like the idea of tennis holiday. And then joining us in Sandbanks on the 12th of May for a bridge holiday, Jill. Nice one. There are 2 losers, yes. Ace of diamonds and a club. So clearly we can't afford to lose the lead. Oh, hang on. Should we have an encouraging... Let's practice our signalling. And I'll throw the jack just to make it look as though I've got a singleton, but it's not going to do... Probably not going to help much. Right. What do we do next at trick 2? Yeah, so next week, a week today, it's the unassuming cubit. That's quite exciting. Some of you won't have learned that before. Others will have learnt it, but possibly forgotten it or need reminding. People often forget to use it when it comes up, which is quite rare, even though they've learnt it. Well, actually here, yeah, we do need to take spade finesse, but is there something we can do first on this hand? We can actually... Are you thinking same as me? We can draw trumps, Vivian, yes, because we're not missing the ace and the king. So we can actually draw trumps here. Slightly safer to do so. But ace of hearts. Hang on. Small one to the queen. We've got to make sure we end up back in the dummy, by the way. That's very important. Otherwise, we'll be toast. So, yes, ending up back in dummy. Don't really want to signal a spade here. And now we take the spade there. And which one from our own hand? It is optional drawing the trumps, just slightly better. Well, we do have to risk the spade finesse. This slam is 50-50, I'm afraid. Yeah, because otherwise we can't get rid of the club loser. So, fingers crossed. Hooray! We can play the ace of spades now. Discarding the club. And simply knock out the ace of diamonds. We've still got a trump left in dummy. Oh, they probably should give a little signal there. To the king. They can play back a club. But we can rough in dummy. And all these diamonds are good. Should we just play them out for the sake of argument? Queen. Jack. All the losing spades go away. 10. There we go. Slightly harder this one than some of them because there was no guarantee of success here. That's 980 for making 6 hearts. Top score, because not everyone be in slam. Especially if they open 2 spades. Remember, if you open 2 spades, then North-South would probably never find their heart fit, by the way. So a lot of experienced players don't like to open a week 2 when they've got a 4-card major. Yeah, especially a strong one. Otherwise, you miss out on the 4-4 heart fit, you see. So bear that in mind when opening a week 2. Most experienced players, experts, don't like opening a week 2 or a week 3 with a 4-card major on the side, unless it's a very weak one. Good. So that contract, unlike some of the others, which are almost certainties, this one was only 50-50. We needed the spade finesse to work. Let's just go back to the classroom one last time. We've done that one there. 3 things to remember. First of all, count losers in high-level contracts. Yes, or some of you might count certain tricks, which is okay, yeah, if that's what you're used to. Secondly, if you have to lose the lead in the trump suit, delay drawing trumps and discard the loser. And finally, once the losers have been discarded, then you draw trumps. Okay, so that is that. End of the show. Hope you enjoyed it.
Well, a lot of good tips there, Jake.
It was interesting as well, Franny, because we also managed to practice the losing trick count a couple of times, which was good, wasn't it?
That was fabulous.
I'm just going to move you over. How do I move you over? Do I press that? There you go. Yeah, no, that's good. I've moved you over. So, yeah, so it was quite useful to practice the losing trick count, something we did a few weeks ago on this in this classroom. As Pauline says, lots of reminders.
I think there were really some quite high-level tips there, don't you?
Yes, I mean, the hands were okay. The 4 heart one was difficult, where you had to play on the spades first. Play the ace of spades, losing to the king of spades. That was a tricky one. But no, I always enjoy giving that lesson, Franny. And next week we're doing the unassuming qubit.
Oh, that'll be good.
I was going to say hello to the dogs again, unless anyone wants to. I think they're sleeping.
Oh, okay.
Let me just check. Hang on. Oh, they're not sleeping. No, this one. Star. Star. Come here, Star. Come here, Star.
How old are they now, Jack?
Star is about 3 or 4. About 3, I think.
They're quite lovely.
Saying hello, look.
They're
oh,
gorgeous.
Look. We've got your doggy in the background. Well, is that Ned?
That's Ned, the Tenterfield Terrier.
Oh, hang on. Star's got something in her coat. Oh, hang on. Oh, doesn't want to take out. Oreo, you come and say hello to. Oreo, up. Oreo, you say hello. Don't be shy. Oreo, give me a paw.
Oh, that's good. That's very cute.
They are very good. They're very well natured. Good natured. They're good children as well.
They're lovely. It's nice to have 2. They're good friends.
Yes, we only had one for a long, long time, and then my daughter decided having 2 would be a better idea.
Oh dear. Okay.
So it's nice to introduce the viewers to the dogs. It's a bit of a treat when I come over here.
It's lovely.
To be able to introduce the dogs. And there is a cat as well called Tigger, but he's outside somewhere.
I haven't seen Tigger for ages.
No, Tigger's on good form. He was actually on my bed last night purring.
Oh, so how old's Tigger? Quite old.
Tigger must be about 6 or 7 now, I think. Yeah, but Tigger loves going outside during the daytime. So yeah, he'll be back in later for some food, I think.
Okay, so we have to say goodbye to everybody, and next week we've got an interesting class coming up, and some students might like to come back and join the next class.
Well, I'm hoping they can join the class on responding to one-day trump. But as I say, it's not including transfers. But again, some of it will be relevant. And the other thing, Franny, is I'm hoping some will come and join us on Monday at 9:30 for the live BBO tournament. If they can't watch it live, of course, then they can always watch it in replay from the intermediate replay library. And definitely worth watching, because there's always useful things there, aren't there, on the BBA.
right.
Yeah, it's very instructive how I would think about playing a hand, etc.
Fantastic. All right. Well, we better move along.
Yes, in 2 weeks' time, Franny, not next week, but the week after, we're having a combined lesson because I'm in another mystery location. But I'll tell them more about that next week.
So not next week, week after.
No, 2 weeks' time, yeah. So next week's normal program. But I'll tell the viewers about that next time. But yes, next week, normal time, 9:30. All right. Well, listen, I better put the kettle on because, as you know, I've got another class in half an hour, Franny.
All right. It's lovely to have everybody join the class, isn't it? They're really active and
they did really well today, actually. Yeah, very active in the chat box. They did well with their answers. So the class is playing good bridge.
Very good.
So, I'm looking forward to bringing them the unassuming cube in, a very useful gadget.
Okay, lovely. Well, we'll see you all next week.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Franny.
Bye.
Bye for now. Bye, Jack's mum.